All right, guys, yo, it's me, Slimmy V. First and foremost, thank to each and every single subscriber that shared my video, that liked my videos, and that subscribed to the channel. I've reached 200 subscribers, and I really appreciate each and every single one of you. I would not be able to reach this far without y'all. Today's video, I am targeting again the Democrats, all right, and how they broke their promise to never mandate vaccines. From Joe Biden to Kamala Harris to Dr. Fauci, you know what I mean. And I believe Nancy Pelosi might be in there somewhere, hiding, her head and stuff like that. I mean, there was a time, they said this. They said that we've never done anything like this, and we're not going to mandate that vaccines be given to each and every single Americans. But they have done the very opposite of that. They have done the very opposite of that. From schools to corporations to movie theaters to gyms to restaurants, you name it. You cannot go in there without a vaccine or a vaccine passport. And it's probably going to be extended even more, even though here's the kicker, even though the vaccine is not doing what they originally set for it to do. When you get the vaccine, originally in March, what's the CDC director? I forgot her name. Rochelle Walensky said herself, you get this vaccine, you cannot get sick, and you cannot pass this virus along to other people. Okay, I understand. If that worked, okay, then okay, I get it. Here's my arm. Take it, boom, give it to me, whatever, right? Even though I would still think that it should not be mandated, it should not be mandatory, right? But the vaccine does not do that. People are still catching COVID, even if they vaccinated. People are still spreading it. Now they moved the goalpost and they said, well, you won't last in a hospital that long, or you won't be hospitalized. Well, guess what? In other countries, hospitals are being overwhelmed by vaccinated people. Okay, so it's not doing what it's set to do. Things with like the chicken pox or the smallpox or these other stuff, I don't believe people were being reinfected to that point. Like, we've almost eliminated all those other old school viruses. Okay. And I think people had a lot more trust because those vaccines did what they were meant to do. This is not doing what it was originally set out to do. That is just a fact. Do not ban me, please. And I'm not making no claims about the vaccine, whether it works, whether it don't work. I am saying see your doctor. Okay, YouTube, see, I said my little thing, so hopefully you don't take me off. I'm not trying to be fresh either. Anyway, let's listen to this clip of your Democrats, your people, your Biden, your gods that you put in office, and what they were saying before compared to what they're saying now. Roll the damn clip.
What they used to say, we are supposed to forget. What they used to claim they agreed with us on when it comes to vaccine mandates, when it comes to vaccine passports, masking once again, all this stuff that we're seeing, your kids having to get the vax. Here's the Biden administration over time, over the last year or so.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do.
You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that.
The right of women to make decisions about their own bodies is not negotiable.
Americans' privacy and rights should be protected.
It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate.
We're not counting on vaccine mandates at all. That is going to be locally driven and not federally driven.
When people are able to make choices without government interference for themselves in terms of their well-being, we are a stronger society.
I don't see it on a national level merely because of all the situations you have upon encroaching upon a person's freedom to make their own choice of their own health.
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory.
Clay, what happened to all those Democrats?
What happened to all those Democrats? What happened? Did they lie to just get voted in? Wait a minute. You guys wanted this. Or look, we just had a race in California where Larry Elders lost, right? Larry Elders was going to, I think he was running for mayor, right? And he was not going for vaccine mandates, not pushing that. He was pushing for freedom, people's right to choose whatever they want to choose, people's right to have access to their own bodies, right? Or what they put in their bodies. And people voted for the other guy. I'm not going to mention his name. So, do people want a dictatorship? I have done a video about that months ago. Deep down inside, you want people to control your life because you don't know what you want. You want people to pick for you because you don't know how to pick. You want people to have control over you because you can't control your own body. You want a dictatorship. How did we get from what they were saying to this? I mean, it's easy to look and say, yo, come out and say, okay, you know what, guys, look, we made a mistake. These vaccines were supposed to do this. And they're not doing that. Okay, let's put off the whole mandate until we get this thing right. Now, who's going to volunteer? No, not me. So, we are at a crossroad where we have dictatorships in government. We have people who do not know what they're doing in science. When they claim that they're actually following the science, they are not. Because to follow the science, you must ask questions. Whether it goes against what you're saying or not, you ask it anyway. But they're not doing that. And this is what you call a dictatorship. When they have it their way, whatever opinion you have, they will shut you out. All right? So that's all I got to say with that. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Come on. We catching them. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for people posting things together. We got Democrats where they said something else. And here again, this was just several months ago. This was several months ago. That's not even years ago. All right? And then they already change and say, yo, you must be mandated to take this vaccine. I don't care what it does to your body. They basically looking at you in your eye and say, I don't care if you have AIDS. I don't care if you have cancer. I don't care if it affects you negatively. You need to be vaccinated. That's how it sounds. That's how it sounds. I don't care if you're going to die from it. Am I lying here? All right? Because some people cannot use religious exemptions or medical exemption. They were like saying, we don't want any type of exemptions. You're not exempt from this. I don't care if you take it and you die. Look, they probably didn't say that, but by disregarding or rejecting people's exemption, what do you think is going through my mind? How do you not know once I take it, I die? How do you not know that? So by not accepting it, all I hear is, I don't care if you die. This should be a wake-up call to each and every single one of you. We all in this same fight together. Stand up, fight. Anyway, if you're not offended, you probably wasn't watching or listening. I'm Slimmy V, and this is the most offensive podcast ever. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh do the rest. I'm out. Peace.